I found it on the side of a road. He had just put it out like the day before, and he was flirting with the idea of selling it. And I asked him if I could buy it, and he said $4,000, and I told him I'd give him two. Yeah, Louisville, Nashville, and then to New Orleans. There's someone that wants to stop and see the van in Louisville. So. I kind of always had a rambling heart, though. Never really felt glued to anywhere. I had found the van on the side of the road, and I just sat there and thought, wow, I could, go anywhere in this thing. And yeah, it doesn't seem that too far out of the way, you know what I mean? So I'll totally go there. And I spent about a year and a half on it, packed up the van in 2 days, and I left. Never looked back. Yeah, no worries. I do Craigslist rideshare. You can post an ad saying that you're offering a ride or that you need a ride. So naturally, I post an ad saying, "Hey, I'm going here. Just give me whatever you want in gas." And I've had friendships that I've made that I completely forget sometimes that I made them off the internet. And sometimes it's kind of hard for people to wrap their mind around meeting people off the internet, and the media kind of makes it scary for us to go and just meet some random person off the internet, and but this is what I do. I meet strangers, so it really helps me with gas. I've had 7 people in there before. Ziggy is my 5.5-year-old dog. I got her when I lived in Arizona almost 4 years ago. I don't know what I would do without her. I've lost her a couple of times, and it was probably one of the worst things I've ever felt in my whole life. But she's been there for me unconditionally, thick and thin, and she's definitely saved me as a single woman if I would still be standing here without her. She's a pretty good judge of character. She has a mean bark. She's my road dog. I met Fabian and Klaus in Chicago off Craigslist rideshare. Fabian worked for FEMA, and he normally just rented a car. He was going back to Houston.
Is there more sugar?
And decided to do Craigslist rideshare as his first time. And Klaus was from Germany, traveling the country for 3 months.
Second tattoo I ever got, and it kind of developed by itself. Back at that time, I was searching for being grounded, being within myself, like where am I standing?
I wonder if he's meeting friends. What do you think he's talking about? He probably doesn't see the dance back.
I don't know. He's kind of creepily looking at us.
I'm only drinking coffee when I'm feeling really, really good in the situation. And this is happening here right now in that van, in that ride.
I don't have rent. I don't have utilities. I don't really have bills. So gas is my, rent. It just kind of makes up for all that stuff. Well, I'm thinking I'm getting between $250. If I'm just staying on the highway, about $250 to $300 to a tank, and there's 22 gallons in the tank. The first thing that went on there was my friend Daniel from Australia. We were in Orlando, and we took glow-in-the-dark paint because he wanted me to remember him. So when I picked a bunch of kids on our way to Denver, and to kind of distract them because I had all these things going on, I just gave them some paint, and they just wrote like a little Facebook page and a little note on the side. And then when I got to Colorado, I had extra spray paint, and we used to, pass around a bottle of whiskey because it was so cold around the fire. And we got maybe a little bit too drunk and started spray painting on the van. After that, I would just pull up to a gas station, and people would just look at the van and, "Here, you want to write it? You want to spray paint on it?" And now wherever I go, I just put out a paint can, and everybody writes on it.
Let's get going back to the Midwest, where every coast isn't far away as they can get, and the mountains don't go there, cause the rivers don't flow there. Well, not like they do out west. I don't wanna go back. I don't wanna end up just like your dad, drunk and alone, calling on the phone, asking if you'll come over just to hear you say no. At least out here our intentions are clear, but if we go home, who knows what could interfere.
I look at those writings, and I remember the people that that wrote on there, and just remember their faces and their stories, and I'll always have that. And that is America. It's the people. It's the people.
I know, but I'll hope.
Yeah, we've kind of been bombarding Craigslist for the last week and a half, trying to get someone to take me somewhere. Well, Nashville tonight for a concert, and then over to Boone, North Carolina to see my older sister.
Whole different way of life, and it's just, I don't know, it seems really cool, like, because we're used to just a regular, like a 9 to 5 kind of gig, and it's just this is just totally beyond that. It's just a whole different way of living, and it's cool to see like how like she deals with like certain things like that, like all the elements, like you're just out there and just living it. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty much just trusting people and just living the life of the road.
So what did you think of the van?
It's an awesome experience. I will repeat it 10 times. I was gonna take the Greyhound originally, but I'm glad I did the right choice, the fun choice.
So how you be making money though? Besides you say selling roses, what else?
Well, I do random things on Craigslist. I give people rides. I was selling umbrellas for money. We're about to run out of gas.
Oh, about to run out of gas, but then I have to go sell some umbrellas. Who wants an umbrella? It's nice and sunny outside.
How old are you?
I'll be 25.
I wish I could just ride out, just ride.
So, what are you in jail for?
I had drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Coke.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, they say possession.
So you had stuff on you.
Yeah.
Enough. What did you get? Like intent? What is that called? Like intent to deliver? That's what you got? Yeah. I'm not stupid, just because I'm white.
No.
I'm joking.
I know. But with this one,
I know.
I don't know, maybe it's running away, maybe it's not, maybe it's see what it's out there, I guess.
I had 6 people in here at one time.
I'm saying, do you miss your boyfriend at all?
Oh yeah, he hates it. Like especially when I have like dudes in the van.
Oh, we have dudes in the van?
Yeah.
What do you think? You be talking to him? Or
Yeah.
do you?
No. I'm a good girlfriend.
People are always like, you need to get something more reliable. You know, you're breaking down all the time, and you know that it's not fun. But what they don't realize is I break down, and I'll break down in the most random places. And I would have never went there if I had not broken down, and awesome things happen. So I just have to kind of have to laugh when it does break down, and you know, just take it as it comes. I've had so many people help me with the van. I obviously can't do everything. I didn't know anything when I left.
Who got happy with the welder?
Well,
I see somebody had a plastic bag over this for a while, right?
a guy named Itchy in the Outer Banks. Itchy was a very interesting character.
I couldn't find anyone to weld it on, and I was at a gas station, and this guy pulled up, and he was driving a welding truck.
Oh, yeah. After lunch, yeah, we'll get right to it. You can give him a call from me and tell him thanks.
He was a male prostitute in San Francisco back in the 70s. He caught malaria in Central America. He was a mechanic on planes for the Navy or something.
Idea. There's your camera. It's still doing whatever the hell it's doing.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, okay. Don't tighten nobody.
Don't you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, you're moving out of the way.
Yeah.
Why?
Didn't you say you were gonna do it? You want me to do it?
Before you snug that down, make sure his next door neighbor is halfway happy.
Yeah, I'm not as strong as you.
Well, it's well. Yeah.
It does break down all the time. I say it's like a woman because it breaks down once a month.
Well, I've been keeping track of how long I've been working on this thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that I'm going to charge you for every minute that I've been out here, but it's not my intention to retire on the work that I have done on this thing. That's not my intention.
I didn't know anything when I left. I just, all I knew was how to change my oil. That was it. But being stuck on the side of the road, you kind of have to figure it out yourself. And I have a manual. It's probably the best thing I ever bought.
in a bag. It was too cold outside to go, and someone recommended that I poop in a bag if it needed to be, so that's what I did. Not sure how I feel about it, but yeah, so it's whatever time it is, 10 something in the morning, and if that's how my day's gonna start, I wonder what the rest of the day has in store for me. So.
And right when I got there, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do, and the van pulls up beside me, and everybody assumes I smoke marijuana. So they were like, hey, you know, I get the usual, hey, you want to smoke? And I said, hey, no, I don't, but you can come in.
We can't ask if they want help. They're going to think that we're chauvinists. Let's just see if they want to drink whiskey. Or no, smoke a bowl.
Luckily, pulling broke it up in time, but the damage was done to friggin' Toddy's K9. Friggin' tell it to ya. Knocked Toddy right in the...
And I had heard about a van camp.
Been living on the streets for about a year, you know.
It was just kind of like a place where van dwellers live that was down the road. And they just so happened to be staying there. So this is Tiger Road, where our campsite's at. And there ended up being, at any given time, between 5 and 9 different vans. We were kind of kicked out of town, so we always had to stay there.
What are you doing?
Chilling?
You're chilling on a closed trail.
Alright.
You don't want to lose your pass and go talk to a sheriff's officer. You're on out of here.
Alright, we'll do.
Plan. You still have the mentality, you know, and you know, you can save money. That way I can get a camper, you know, or you know, place or whatever, you know, just something. You know, just like not barely get by, you know, like I'll get money, you know, once I have a job, you know, or whatever. But you know, just learn or just get what I need, you know.
Yeah.
It was really cold, and it was, you know, really hard for all of us. I am here all by myself. The sun goes over the mountain at the camp at like 3:30, so it's been dark for a while. Right now I just took a shower out of a bowl. There's coyotes across from camp, and all the dogs are freaking out right now. They're ridiculous. They're super, super close. I've been kind of trying to ignore it. I took a piss about 15 minutes ago, and I realized how dark it was outside. There was, all I could see was the moon and the stars. I've never seen stars like that before. But I'm here with my lantern, and unfortunately I'm on my last battery, so if it goes out and no one comes back to the camp, I am SOL. So hopefully these coyotes don't kill me, and if they don't, I'm going to be in the dark until tomorrow. We just became really close. I mean...
Yo, what's up?
And we really just like got together, and they're like my brother. Why do you live in a van?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom. Right?
Yeah.
You're free. And look at this. This is why. This is why right there. Obviously.
Yeah.
2 types of female stereotypes that are sung about by the Grateful Dead, and they pretty much nailed it. You have Sugar Magnolias, and she, you know, takes the wheel when you're seeing double, pays your ticket when you speed, you know, she's the summer love in the spring, fall, and winter. And then you have Scarlet Begonias. And Scarlet Begonias is, you know, you can tell right away she's into the blues. She's got rings on her fingers and bells on her shoes. But, and you get to go on an awesome wild adventure where you know, have a bunch of fun. But then, when the deal gets rough, she's too hot to open and too cool to bluff. So then you get arrested by the police.
roommates and paying too much for rent.
How long have you been living in your van for?
Off and on, I've lived in a van or a camper of some sort for probably a year and a half, 2 years out of the last 3.
What's the hardest thing you think about living in a van?
Winter.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Sometimes it gets nasty cold, and gotta definitely gear up to stay warm.
Basically, the Europeans came to America, and the Indians were like, "You're so awesome, you can have our land, all we want are casinos, and a trail of tears." Oh, yeah, also, there's another thing that happened that I forgot about until just now.
Peacups.
It's 9/11, which was the day that terrorists attacked our freedom, and in order to protect our freedom, we had to take it away and hide it.
Yeah, it's true. Put it in a box somewhere.
Put it in a box somewhere.
Sand it off.
At the Department of Homeland Security in their main headquarters, and I think they're stashing a little bit of the freedom in the Denver airport. They're like, all right, America, we have to take your freedoms and hide them in the Patriot Act, so that way the terrorists can't get them. Yeah, I mean that's one of the ways they hide our freedom is by spying on every American citizen with drones.
Yeah, I mean, because any one of us could be a terrorist.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no. If you can afford a condo in Breckenridge, then you're not a terrorist.
That's true. That would make sense.
Fucking kill him!
No!
Fuck him up, dude! Fuck him
up! Does it look okay?
Yeah, you look really good.
No, not me. I meant like.
No, you're looking good.
No, I didn't mean me. I meant like.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah.
The damage was done, the friggin' toilet canine, friggin' tail punch, knocked him right in the teeth. Fuck him up, Toddy! Fuck him up, dude! Fucking kill him! Fuck him up, dude! Fuck him, Toddy! Happen to be there. Just so happen he's an under fucking friggin' cop. Just so happens he's an undercover friggin' cop.
No, so blurry.
So yeah, so tomorrow I'll leave. Don't know where I'm going exactly. Somewhere warm. Sick of peeing in cups.
It's the elusive Rocky Mountain Zebra. This is the best part. That's a plumber.
Oh my god, stop my ass crack.
I got that on camera. Hello everyone. In the non-van world, I think Stas has a fever. She just,
I'm being way too nice.
she's being way too nice.
Maybe it's the kava.
That's what it is.
The kava. Got down Tiger Road and almost a 7-Eleven and ran out of gas. That sucked. Got hassled by the man while we're stuck on the side of the road. Although I did get picked up hitchhiking.
I meet so many people on the road, and they become your family. You take care of each other, and they turn into your brothers and sisters. It becomes really hard sometimes because you know from the beginning you're going to have to say goodbye. It's something that you just have to come to terms with, and it never gets any easier. You have to learn something from each and every one of them.
said goodbye to Josh and Alan and Tyler. Saying goodbye never gets any easier. Just you never know when you're gonna see anyone again, you know. You get close with people on the road and they become your family, you know. I hate saying goodbye.
I've always had a rambling card. I'm always leaving wherever I go. I say goodbye often.
Same thing, but then the other way.
So I'm in the van and we're putting it on.
Keep going! Keep going!
Say shh!
That's good!
Everything I own is in that thing, besides maybe a few boxes at my mom's house. I didn't know what to do.
The brakes went on the van and I crashed into a SUV in an intersection. And the van got towed, and so I went to the tow yard to go sleep my van and got kicked out of that. So, oh yeah, so now we don't have anywhere to sleep.
Oh yeah, this hotel's
Closed
down. Luckily, it's 0 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And we have a dog.
How's my eye look?
That's nice. They fattened up.
Oh yeah, I hit my head off the steering wheel. No, actually, I think this. My brakes went out and I crashed into a couple who was driving a rental. So
were you a Mercury Insurance member?
No, they were.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, and this was in California?
No, this is in Colorado.
I literally got kicked out of the tow yard where I was at, and I had nowhere to go that night, and I sat in a motel laundry room putting quarters in a dryer to stay warm that I snuck into. It was like negative 10 degrees outside, and I almost wanted to junk the van.
I really just feel like giving up. I don't remember crying so much before. I'm fucking cold. And everything's frozen. My van's fucked. And fucking broke. I just don't know what to do anymore.
I was just at my wit's end at that point because it was estimated about $5,000 to get it fixed. But I had a dear friend in Breckenridge, and he sat me down and he said, "Stas, you can do this without the van. The journey isn't about the van; it's about you." And so that's when I started hitchhiking, and that's when I realized that the van shouldn't define me, and my home is, wherever I lay my head at night.
I'm not so happy no more. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to hitchhike to California instead of going to, I'm going to hitchhike to the Slabs because it's too cold here. The van's going to take like a week and a half, and I have a court date for that ticket because they gave me a ticket for careless driving, even though my brakes went out. So I'm going to do that Monday. In the meantime, I'm in Silverthorne. I have a place to stay in Breck,
So I have to hitch there. I'm kind of nervous about it. So I just made a sign. I'm just gonna walk. I just kind of stuck it onto my pack. So fucking mess. So here it is. So here I go. I was at my wit's end yesterday. Zig's getting restless. Like, it's really tough out here, and it's, I can't even believe I'm doing it. Like, I just waking up every day, not knowing where I'm gonna sleep or go, and I don't know, but it makes for the adventure, and I live for that.
Our history is made up of fucking moonshining peddlers. Just like the one everyone's seeing here. You know? That's what our country was built on. People who were oppressed did not want to deal with fucking the other man's law. Like okay, I'm a man. This is the way I think. Who the fuck am I? Like, okay, for instance, 2 months ago, I beat up 7 cops. It took 13 of them to get me down, and they tased me like a shitload of times. I even broke a dog's jaw. I feel bad about it. That's the only thing. Okay.
I feel like I'm not like me. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm out here like living this like strange life. This life of this like girl who just lives on the road. I mean, I live on the road. It's so weird to me.
2, 3, 4. I like freaky people. How about you? Woo, 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 woo. I like freaky people. How about you? Woo, 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 woo. I like freaky people. How about you? Woo, woo, woo.
I'm in a friggin' Walmart parking lot, so I'm sitting there, this busted up piece of metal, and I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna take it to the junkyard. What am I gonna do with this? I put an ad on Craigslist. I was looking for a mechanic or somebody to help me. And then I get an email that night, and it was Tim, and he's like, yo, I'm confident I can do this. I'll meet you wherever you are, and we'll go wrench it at my house. He had heard about rideshare, so he went on it and saw me. So the next morning he shows up, and this kid gets out, and he's got this crazy long curly hair, and he's like a skinny little thing, and he's a couple years younger than me, and he just immediately makes me start laughing. So we take the van and we drop it off in his driveway, and I ended up living in his frickin' driveway for 2 weeks. And at the very end, his next door neighbor got into on it, his friends, and me and his mom became really close, and we talked about life, love, and I now know completely everything about Tim. Without him, I would have never made it back on the road. So thanks, Tim. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months since I left. Almost to the day, tomorrow. So much shit has happened. The van, being the big milestone was the van crashing. That was definitely a defining moment in my trip. This guy just filled up my gas tank. He just thought it was really cool, and I did. He was trying to give me more money, but I just needed the gas to get home. Every single day, I just get more amazed at like what the van does to people. I mean, people more and more now, with more writings I get on the van, the van's become more noticeable. People smile and laugh, take pictures, take video. But it's a different person now. My soul's lighter. I'm happy, truly
problems are solved behind the wheel. So, we're driving about 7 miles away from a town called Raynell, West Virginia, and I inevitably run out of gas.
Ran out of gas. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. In West Virginia. I'm like 5 miles away from the gas station. I was a bitter, selfish, closed-minded person. I was a planner, a list maker, just like your typical rat in the race of life. I'm just the complete opposite now. I find myself just being more kind to people because people have been so kind to me. Just being more open-minded and, you know, actually sitting down and talking to someone and not judging them by first glance.
I am currently making jewelry to sell along on the side of the road. Getting gas money is becoming a problem. It's like the only thing I worry about. And sometimes when I want to go somewhere, I just want to go. It's getting cold out, it rains, so it's like 63. Woke up in the middle of the night and it's really loud in here when it rains. But I guess I don't worry about money too much. When I need it is when I want it, but I try and be proactive and have it before I need it, I guess. Just a little bit. I have like $17 right now. But all I need are smokes, really, and gas. Trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. Seems to be my only problem ever. Tough life.
I have a love-hate relationship. Just traveling and to so many different places, I've seen a lot of the hardships that people have overcome.
On the outskirts of Lewisburg, West Virginia, is where we are at a Walmart parking lot where we currently lived the past 3 days.
There's the rig over there. Somebody always has it worse because there's somebody sleeping on a park bench starving, and I've seen it firsthand. I've been that person. Having the van, it forces me to be outside, so I'm definitely with nature. And nature kind of has this funny way of just kind of making you feel at ease, you know, just sitting here looking out at this ocean right now. The water does something great, and that's what America is all about, America the Beautiful. It's definitely helped my soul, just going out and doing this. I feel more alive and happy and laughing more.
Fly the V in Frisco, because this place, I know if I don't have $40, they'll at least give it to me for 20.
Flew on a plane here from New Zealand today, and that's about it, really.
Alright, well, so I was in Colorado at this foam dome, and I have to go back to California because I broke up with my boyfriend and I don't want to be here anymore, so
Special drink.
Everything's for a reason.
You think so?
He lets his love light shine. When that demon of addiction grabbed hold of me, Jesus set me free. I used to sit down in a chair all day. Now that Jesus delivered me from.
Well, it's very different. I mean, every fucking dollar you take, you feel guilty about from somebody else. Well, I did at least, and every dollar was just like, oh, what am I gonna spend that on? What am I gonna spend that on? Hopefully it's like worth it. Hopefully it lives up to them giving me that dollar. Like, I need a pack of cigarettes right now, and I don't even want to fucking go get cigarettes because they gave me the money, and I feel like I should fucking spend it on something different than cigarettes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Roger.
Right there.
All right.